is your full name?
Edward Ferguson.
And where do you live?
Denmark Street.
And who do you live with?
Big Ronnie.
Ronnie?
And Craig.
Craig?
And Ray.
Ray? Who is Ray?
Ray's the big boss.
Hi, my name is Ray Page. I'm the manager of Denmark Street. We support two gentlemen in this property, Ed Ferguson and Ron Smith. Ed, on a Monday, the way we support him on a Monday, he goes off to Marcus Way, where he works with a caretaker on the morning. In the afternoon, he does the Special Olympics, normally archery, or sometimes other things that they may be doing. On a Tuesday, Ed has a job with Tyne Weir Fire Brigade.
My name's Dave Gillam. I'm the workshop manager at Tyne Weir Fire and Rescue Service. I've been here 7 years. Ed Ferguson's been here all that time. He's been here before me. He's employed in a role as a valeter for cars and trucks. He looks after the vehicles for us. He washes them down, uses a steam cleaner. He comes in on a Tuesday. He spends a couple of hours here on a Tuesday morning. Meets the lads, works with the lads. He'll have his break, same time as everybody else. He wears his PPE, does his job, and he seems quite happy in it. I think once every 6 months we have a review with his support worker.
Ed works at the fire station. He's been there 13 years coming up. It's a paid job, and I work in a department called Gates where we help people with employment. So we either find it or we support them in employment. With Ed, he only needs basic support. He's doing fantastically well. We do reviews every 6 months to make sure everything's ticking along nicely for Ed and there's no issues that could come up where he's a bit nervous to ask his manager. And Dave's always there, Dave Gillam. He's his manager at work.
After the fire brigade, he goes off to Marcus Way in the afternoon where he does crafts and games and takes part in other activities.
From his job to doing the asset-based community development where he was out and about in the community, we helped him towards more independent travelling skills, his money management, everything like that. But from there he went off and he started to do a gardening course with people in the community. So that is the aim of the ABCD, is to get him to give something back to the community, which he done. From there he now comes in, he works very, very closely with Ronnie, who is our caretaker. He also works very closely with Terry, the deputy manager, and doing anything that needs to be done around the service, whether it's moving furniture or anything that needs doing outside. He's really Ronnie's right-hand side man. He's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, he's got loads and loads of skills.
On a Wednesday, Ed goes to Gateshead People, which is a self-advocacy group based in Gateshead for people with learning difficulties and disabilities.
Where do you come to on a Wednesday?
Gateshead People. I like Gateshead People. My friends are John, Stephen, and Wendy, and Tosh.
A lot of the work that we do is supporting people to speak up about their rights, and that involves a whole host of networking with other organisations, meeting professionals and working with lots and lots of people in Gateshead with learning disabilities. The majority of my work involves supporting the group to maintain those networks and look at the broader picture of what's happening on a local basis, but also on a national basis. So there's lots of changes over the years have happened around learning disabilities. And because of those networks and links that we have, I get quite a lot of emails from professionals and other organisations just letting me know what's happening nationally and locally. And what I tend to do is take this back to the group to see if they want to pursue things. There's lots and lots of campaigns that are going around, and I was just recently massive changes in the benefits system. So I supported the group to contact the local MP, Ian Mearns. He's quite a big supporter of the group, and express the group's concerns to Ian Mearns, and he actually took it to Parliament.
On a Thursday, Ed goes to Marcus Way, where he takes part in the Special Olympics.
Do you do anything at the Special Olympics?
Running, cheering, football.
So where do you do that?
Get to see them.
On a Friday, Ed goes off to the Guidepost, where he helps out in the cafe and meets his peers and has some social interaction with them.
My name's Steve Mackay. I work for Gateshead Council. We are currently in Windmill Hills Centre in Gateshead, which is one drop-in of the Guidepost organisation. Guidepost is a drop-in for learning disabled adults who are not in receipt of any services. It's run by adults who are in receipt of services from Gateshead Council. We have 3 drop-ins, one at Windmill Hills on a Monday, one at Rollersgill Library on a Wednesday and one at Bladen Youth Club on a Friday. These drop-ins are open to all residents in the borough of Gateshead with learning difficulties or mental health problems.
What we have on a Friday afternoon, Ed's now a part of the direct payment process the government's brought out, and we put activities in for Ed on the Friday afternoon. Ed's always expressed an interest in carpet bowls because he used to go to the local leisure centre and watch the teams play, and we have sourced in the Gateshead area carpet bowls on a Friday afternoon, which links brilliantly into the direct payments. So Ed from the 11th will be going in to play carpet bowls basically, which he's really happy and looking forward to doing, and I think it's just a little step forward for Ed from watching people play to actually taking part himself and being part of a team.
What do you do over the weekend?
Stay with the telly, playing on bike, go to the park, and we would go to the park on Monday.
Ed's a great lad, really good, very independent. He likes to do his own thing. We support him to do things that he likes to do. If he's unsure of things, we'll work with him to try and get him to that level. For instance, learning bus routes if he wants to go to different places, and we'll put staff into a system there, and if necessary, and as long as it's safe, we will pull the staff away so Ed can do things for himself.
He's a very easy client to work alongside. He's very amiable. He always brings us a Metro paper in on a morning, so that's something nice that we look forward to. We always have a smile in a paper off him.
I actually work on the computer with Ed, and we actually pay the bills for staff he has employed to take him out on activities during the week. So it's a little things that Ed learns and progresses and takes him forward to become, like a better member of the community and have more of a voice.